Yeah, y'all read it right. Arturas Karnisovas and Marc Eversley have signed extensions already. Oh my goodness. Y'all know we gonna talk about it and break it all down right after this.
Cognac, gang.
Yes, you all read that right. The Chicago Bulls and Jerry Reinsdorf went out there and said, "Hey, we know y'all talking about Billy, but y'all know we already re-signed Arturas Karnisovas and Marc Eversley, right?" Crazy work. This is coming from Drew Stevenson. Drew Stevens from Is Bigs. They've been definitely diving into the Bulls media and Chicago sports as of late. So definitely some reputable reporting right there. And yeah, my man's Drew went out there and posted it. Said on the heels of reports that the Bulls and Billy Donovan has begun contract negotiations. Arturas Karnisovas and Marc Eversley have already had their deals extended. A source told the Bigs on Tuesday. It's going up on a Tuesday. Crazy work. But hey, what else did y'all expect? Y'all thought that that Jerry Reinsdorf was not gonna let my man's go out there and try to fix all the stuff that he's already put together? Been telling people for the longest. This is what happens with this franchise. This is what we gonna always have to respect. That's why I don't sit here and bang the table, go crazy, and do what I used to do back in the day. I just gotta go out there and roll with the punches simply because this is all the things that I expect my Chicago Bulls to do. Now I kind of understand it to a degree. I'm just gonna get one side of it to a degree. My man's did come out there and he did make some quick changes when he went out there and got yourself a Nikola Vucevic, Alonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, and re-signed Zach LaVine. Cool. That was a team that had everybody excited at one point. And then my man's had the refusal to go out there and make adjustments to the Chicago Bulls, make adjustments to the team to see if we can go out there and get a better version of the Chicago Bulls. My man said, nah, we're going to bring in Tristan Thompson. Then we like, bro, we need some change around here. My man said, nah, y'all gonna get Pat Bev. Y'all gonna get Pat Bev. Bro, y'all gonna get Pat Bev. I understand it. So, hey, what else do we expect? Now they went into this new kind of a new phase. Like they move into this new phase. I guess it's what we call a new phase, I guess. But the new phase is DeMar is no longer here. Caruso is gone. Lonzo is still here, but word on the street he might be traded. We'll see if that plan is executed. And they're kind of moving on to the second iteration of the Chicago Bulls. I look, I can't sit here and act like I'm 100% shocked at this. Like I'm not shocked. Do we think that the news and all the negotiations coming out with Billy Donovan and things that's being said in my man's AK at the end of the season didn't look phased at all, one bit. He did not look like he felt like his job was in jeopardy, bro. So how we gonna sit here and just like, yeah, he should have been, you know what I'm saying? He should have been paranoid or had his arms up in there about him potentially leaving the Chicago Bulls anytime soon. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't even, bro. At one point, before we got the news that my man's Marc Eversley was gonna have a media availability after the draft, I was like, damn, this motherfucker still on the team? Because the last time I seen Marc Eversley was a couple years ago at Bulls Fest, and we like, bro, do something. The whole crew was out there. Me, Big Kev, Steve-O, Hayes, Pat the designer, some of the Windy City Breeze fellas. We was out there like, damn, do something with the team. And then ever since then, we ain't seen much of Buddy. Every time it's somebody that got to talk, it's the vice president. Rightfully so. I guess the big dog got to come down, but damn, Marc Eversley, you get an extension for what? You don't even want to hit the camera. I think this is first camera time in a long time. Is it something personal? Let us know. Because at one point we seen the Chicago Bears coach, we know it's fake, but That was reported that they had the motherfucking Hallis Hall rated. You know what I'm saying? All the crazy things that go on in Chicago, but basketball wise, it's like, what else more can we do? You just hope that these guys can go out there and hope that this second iteration of the Chicago Bulls team that they putting together is actually going to be a team that can compete. Real talk. And as much smoke we throw at Jerry Reinsdorf, I don't even think, bro, like, I thought Uncle was crazy when he was like, bro, Jerry just let the basketball guys do the basketball stuff because us fans, we gonna buy the tickets regardless. Jerry ain't got to do nothing. So when AK comes out at the end of a press conference and say, yeah, me and Jerry got a great relationship. Not a good one, a great relationship. And we love Billy Donovan. What else did we think? What else did we think? I'm just saying, bro, it's just crazy. My man's Brandon from Chicago Sports Podcast. What up, man? He said, hell no. What the fin up? Acme? Damn. Nah. Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, what we doing? Why your name like that? Gobble. I ain't gonna lie to you. My man's Matt Colangelo joining in said, Bobby, Si, what else is new with the Bulls? I can't tell you, brother. I can't tell you what else is new. What else did we expect? Like I'm not shocked. This is Chicago. This is what we do. This is what we do. If you can sit there and be good with Jerry Reinsdorf, he gonna pull you up a glass of cognac, tequila, or whatever, and give you a cigar, and y'all gonna be able to kick it and rock out. That's what it's gonna be, bro. I'm trying to tell you. That's what it's gonna be. That's how the situation is gonna go in Chicago. And I think that just from the outside looking in, I think that Jerry Reinsdorf really looked at that last team that AK put together and was like, man, if they could have stayed healthy, and this is not really my thinking at this point in time, I really believe Jerry Reinsdorf looked at that stuff that AK put together and said, man, if these guys could have been healthy, we could have been in the playoffs. We at one point, we was the number one seed. We could have absolutely went for it. And then Jerry Reinsdorf was like, all right, AK, what's going on? Why the team look like they fell down? He's like, man, we dealing with injuries. Jerry Reinsdorf looked back at him and said, okay, cool. Let's make sure they get healthy. So they was like, you gonna make moves this summer? AK was like, nah, we gonna go out there and build on continuity. Shout out to my man's Mark Anderson. My man said we're gonna build on continuity. We just gonna pick up DJJ, Andre Drummond, and we're gonna run the same guys out there. Because if we get a healthier team, we good to go. So I think that the conversation started to change a little bit around this last offseason when he was like, man, we got to get rid of DeMar. All right, bet. We're going to get into him with the Sacramento Kings trade. All right, we got to look at Zach LaVine. We got to get him off our books, but he's going to have to play a couple games for us, Jerry. And Jerry's like, okay, man, just do you. I still love you, brother. That's all he said. That's all he said. So it is what it is. And then at this end of the season, hey, they was like, yeah, ESPN had the Chicago Bulls projected to win 27 games. Jerry, we won 40, man. We have a nice young piece in Josh Giddey. We got Kobe White here who we could potentially move. We still got guys like Montes Buzelis who slipped to us in the draft, and we believe he could take a step forward. We got guys coming back from injury who showed that they could play in Lonzo Ball, and the guy that's going to come back in Ayo Dosunmu. We have a nice, really young team. It's all the conversation that you wanted to hear. He convincing Jerry to let him stay. So what else do we want? What else do we want? Yeah, we could forget about Zion. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't happening. The Pelicans already said that's over with, bro. James, the Pelicans already said it ain't happening. I ain't gonna lie to you. They said that's over with. But he did say we stuck in the middle. We gonna see, bro. I think they giving them, they giving these guys more time. I constantly say, and a lot of people don't agree with it. Some of these players like Billy Donovan. Look, us looking and watching, we be like, why? But these players like Billy Donovan. And we know that right now, the players pretty much run the league. Look how many coaches Trae Young has had. Look at what the New York Knicks just did to Tom Thibodeau, who helped them get to the ECF. Look at it. Let's look at it. The players pretty much let you know how you want to go with the direction of your team. Now, if Montes Buzelis turned into the player we believe he could turn to and he say to hell with Billy, That's when you might see a fire. But until then, Josh Giddey love him. Monty Buzelis came out in interviews saying that, hey, I love how Billy Donovan has held me accountable. I'm just saying, the players keep vouching for him. The players keep vouching for him. In this league, we see that the players have the control damn near all the time. When Ja Morant got tired of playing that offense under Taylor Jenkins, he got him fired. That's just the way it's go. It's just the way that the NBA go, at least at my evaluation. And y'all can let me know if I'm wrong or not. But that's just how I'm looking at it. The players is going to dictate who they want to play for. Who they want to play for. Because you heard Mikal Bridges come out complaining like a little B-naive, talking about he got us playing too many minutes. And then at the end of the season, it's being reported that guys was upset with how he handled the team. Instead of you motherfuckers, we trading 5 first-round picks for you, Mikal Bridges. You actually showing up to the fucking game and actually hooping and living up to the expectations. But then that go back to Leon Rose and not Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau didn't say we gonna trade you 5 first-round picks. And they got him up out of that, even with the success. But when you got, at least in my evaluation, I'm just saying, at least in my evaluation, when you got Monty Buzelis, your young potential star, we'll see what he becomes, but your young, exciting player, we'll just say that, the player you're excited about with Monty Buzelis coming out and saying, I like how Billy Donovan hold me accountable. When you got Kobe White speaking on behalf of Billy Donovan, when you got Josh Giddey showing love to Billy Donovan, what moves does Jerry Reinsdorf have to make? If we call him a spade, we seen you either got to have an impulsive ass owner like the Phoenix Sun owner to where he gonna fire Muggs off the rip, or you gonna have a more patient owner like Jerry Reinsdorf and he just gonna sit around until some players get pissed off. That is how I'm looking at it. Matt Colangelo said this team will stand pat. I won't complain no more. I'll smirk instead. That's exactly why I came on this month laughing. That's exactly why I came on laughing, bro. There's no point of us pounding the table. We just gotta sit there and get lucky. Get lucky. Get lucky that since Ace Bailey ain't taking workouts right now, that he slipped to 12, or the Chicago Bulls say, oh shit, he has 7, let me go get him. Or 6, let me go get him. Because if he gets to 6, the New Orleans Pelicans, I think they take him. That's just me personally. I think they might actually take that route. For real. But hey, Mark, hit it with the continuity, bro. Brand Cease. Mark about to show his face at the press conference. Maybe he making calls this year instead of AK. We shall see, brother. We shall see. Look, I can't, on the flip side of not playing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy about the extension about him. The Bulls got young talent they can run with. Is it the best? Is it young talent that's gonna get us to where we want to be? I don't know yet. But they have some intriguing parts. You got Monty Buzelis. You about to re-sign Josh Giddey. You still got Kobe White, at least for now. You got Ayo Dosunmu coming back. I don't know how people feel about Dalen Terry and Julian Phillips. I think everybody is kind of in the middle with them. But those are young players that you have. You feel good about the trade that he made with Zach LaVine. Some people will say that, hey, we could have got more picks, but you like how Trey Jones looked in the Chicago Bulls uniform, who they might lose. But you like how Kevin Huerter came back and kind of revitalized a little stint of his career with the Chicago Bulls, and you like the addition of Zach Collins. I'm not saying those are long-term solutions, but those are some young players that you can have conversations about to see, hey, he can go, you can go, or we can see if we can move up off of him to see what else is moving. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it ain't all bad, but it ain't all good either. I guess we right where we always are. Mid. We right where we always are. Mid. We right where we always are with the Chicago Bulls. Mid. The way you feel about the team, mid. The way that they play, mid. The way that they GM and head coach, mid. But guess what? Still ain't gonna be mid and still be top notch. Us showing up to the games. Us showing up to the motherfucking games. Hey, Iodo Sumo said Montes could be the next Giannis. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for that, man. Let's hope for that. Come on, y'all. Let's hope for that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We ain't got much, bro. It ain't much that we gonna be able to do with this. I'm telling you, that motherfucker seen Billy Donovan get in the motherfucking Hall of Fame and said, yes, that mean I'm gonna pay you, brother. I got a Hall of Fame coach on the bench. That's what he said when Billy Donovan walked into the Hall of Fame. Crazy. I laughed to keep from crying. Y'all should do the same, bro. Y'all should do the same because Billy Donovan extension about to be announced next week. Get ready. Get ready, bro. Get ready. OG slopping biscuits. What's the word, man? Lamonte, man, look, bro. I'm just saying, bro. What else we expected, y'all? Damn, my eye burning. See? Keep from crying. Got to start laughing again, bro. Got to start laughing again. That shit is ridiculous. When did they get re-signed? We don't know, but we know as of Tuesday, them boys got paid. I ain't gonna lie to you. My damn eye burning like a motherfucker laughing at these people. Hey, I'm just saying, bro. What else we expect? What else we expect? We expect the Chicago Bulls to go out there and get a new VP? No. AK was very, very adamant and he was not shook at all. At all. No matter how many questions Joe Cowley threw at AK at the presser, my man's brushed that shit off like, I don't give a fuck what you asked me. I'm still here. And I'm finna re-up. And I'm finna re-up Joe Cowley. I'm finna re-up. I'm finna re-up on my contract. We just gotta hope that these mugs do the right thing. Hey, because we got examples of him moving, taking too long to move. We got examples of you taking all day to move off Andre Drummond to where you was offered a number of seconds. You could have been eating. And that could have been potential draft capital. You said, nah, he walks at the end of the season. This past season, Lonzo was pretty much was offered a first to the Memphis Grizzlies. That's the 18 pick right now. You said, nah. DeMar DeRozan had an MVP season, went all NBA. And you knew that the Zach and the DeMar combination wasn't really humming like that. You said, nah. Zach LaVine, he could have been a New York Knick before Mikal Bridges. You said, no. Now we got a Kobe White situation. I don't want to see Kobe go. But if somebody come calling with a deal, and we got to hear a deal that they was offered 2 seconds and a decent player, that's another one. What if somebody come calling for Nikola Vucevic, the Golden State Warriors? Get yourself ready for Jonathan Kuminga, bro. I think y'all better get yourself ready for Jonathan Kuminga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sign and trade after July. After July 1st, Jonathan Kuminga on the way. Get ready. That's just how it's gonna go. That's just how it's gonna go, brother. Acme failed up. Only the Bulls organization. Tell him. This shit we gotta deal with, bro. They is all friends, bro. It's the good old boys crew. They kicking it, laughing it, hugging it up. And that's where we are. They signed these mans, and shit. That's where we going with it. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's going. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, I ain't expect nothing different though. I'm not even genuinely surprised. I'm just laughing because it's just the stuff you expect. And I expect Billy Donovan's contract to be finalized next week. Real talk. I expect Billy Donovan contract to be finalized next week. There ain't gonna be no other way around it. Woo in the building. Bulls doing Bulls things. Hey, let's see what the draft look like. Let's see what the offseason look like. You still, hey, Bulls front office is just scared of change. You mean ownership? Because AK and Marc Eversley, they part of the front office. See this shit making me laugh again, bro. Zach, Caruso, and DeMar turning to Collins, Herter, Trey Jones, and their own pick. No draft picks. That's what happens when you refuse to make moves. That's what happens when you refuse to make moves as a GM. Now you got difficult decisions to make. And before we go, this is a hell of a point. This is a hell of a point that came from KC Johnson. Your decisions right now, you gotta move fast. And it comes down to this. You can't keep Kobe White and Ayo. It's time to make a decision now. And again, I don't like throwing Kobe in trade talks, but I want to see a winner. And I'd rather keep one than lose both. You need to be making a decision right now. That's your job. That's your job as the GM to have foresight about the state of your team. Decisions like to keep Kobe and let Ayo walk, or to keep Ayo and let Kobe walk, or figuring out a way how to keep both. That's your job. That's your job. You need to be moving now, ahead of the draft, so you can get the guys you've been wasting time. Well, not wasting time, but spending time on. He could have been wasting time, Lamont. AK about to draft a month we ain't never heard of. Ain't no way, boy. Look, ain't no way. Look, ain't no way, boy. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. My three favorites is Derek Queen, Noah Esiguay, and Asa Newell, bro. That's my three favorites right now. That's my three favorites for the Chicago Bulls right now. This motherfucker finna draft CMB. I don't think it's necessarily a bad selection. I'll be real with you. I don't think it. Now, I think the offensive game need a lot of work. Me personally, I don't think it's a bad pick. But my top three is where it stand at: Derek Queen, Noah Esiguay, and Asa Newell. I think you can't go wrong with either one of them. Me personally, Kobe is the only one you can get a good deal for. That's why you need to be, as the GM and the vice president, making decisions now. What are you going to do? You talked about it at the end of the press conference, talking about 2026. How do you position yourself for a good 2026? See what's out there for Kobe White. See what's out there for Lonzo. See what's out there for Vooch, Ayo, whoever. We want to win, bro. I'm tired of going to the play-in and getting bounced, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. Tired of going to the play-in and getting bounced. Tired of saying, hey, this team fun to watch. I'm still going to come turn up with the crew and get happy because I love basketball and I love my Bulls. But at the same time, I won't play off basketball to come back to Chicago, bro. OG say they got me swinging like Trey and boys in the hood. Wu said they going to draft Derek Queen. You must don't like him. I don't know. That sounds like a shot. I like Coward and Sorba. I like both of those players too. Moving back. Kobe can play both guard spots, so somebody should be interested. We'll see. We mid with expiring contracts. 3 years, $45 million for Giddey. I use the S sound for the C like Senna, Ayo, and Kobe over Giddey. Another reason I'm skeptical about resigning them. Hey, I think Josh Giddey is here to stay. That's just me. I think when you trade a Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso straight up, Josh Giddey is part of your future plans. That's just I've been saying that since the trade happened. I think that he's a part of your future plans and ain't nothing else that you gonna be able. Unless something else happened, he about to resign for that 30 mil or whatever it's gonna be close. 3 years, 45 mil. Yeah, that ain't happening. 15 million a year. Shit. Shit. Josh Giddey gonna look at them like they crazy. Patrick Williams getting 18. Ain't no way they finna offer him 15. Shit. I don't even know why P. Will got 18 right now. His ass should be on a Kobe White deal for 11 mil. 11 mil. If that, he should be on the Ayo deal. 7 mil. Switch Ayo deal and P. Will deal. Shit. Personally. But hey, it's done already. He already signed the deal. So I can't do nothing else about it, bro. Can't do nothing else about it, bro. I can't. But that's where we stand at, man. They extended these guys. That's just the reality, and that's what it takes, man. I mean, shit, we can't. Jerry signed the checks, man. Jerry signed the checks. We still buy the merch. We still show up to the games. Blame all the damn corporate parties that they be going to the United Center to watch Bulls basketball games. Because us, we be ticked off. We just be right here on YouTube. We just be right here on YouTube. That's it. Tell you, this shit crazy. Last time I seen the Bulls play was in another arena. That was at Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indy. I went to I paid my money for another stadium. Hell y'all talk about. But that's where we are, bro. But the draft next week. Maybe we could feel a little better after next week. Maybe. We'll see. Because when Walker Kessler was right there, Dalen Terry. And there's no, it's a shot at Dalen, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's a shot. I like Dalen Terry, though. But I just think Walker Kessler would have been a better long-term fit. Because now you could have been moved off Nikola Vucevic. That comes back to the guy that just signed an extension. AK, Marc Eversley. Trash. But what else we gonna do? Because Jerry gonna keep giving them that money. Jerry gonna keep giving them that money. And I told y'all that my man's AK and Marc Eversley, they've been real buddy with Jerry Reinsdorf and him to be like, all right, I'm gonna give y'all another chance to turn this thing around. Go ahead. Go ahead. But hey, that's it, man. I'm about to get ready and clock this thing. Gotta go lay up with my baby. Y'all ass tweak. But y'all enjoy, man. Y'all have a good night. Make sure before y'all roll up out of here, y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always see red. And y'all stay tuned for them episodes that's dropping tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
Cognac.